We are following breaking news in the Holly Bobo murder trial. Jason Autry, one of the men accused of killing the nursing student, is now on the stand. Let's get right to Sarah McCarthy in the 5 Alert Center. Sarah, this is a major development.
Absolutely, Vicki. Jason Autry's testimony is a key piece of the prosecution's case, and without him, they will likely not be able to connect Zach Adams to Holly Bobo's murder and kidnapping. This is a live look at the Hardin County Courthouse right now, where Autry is testifying. Autry is currently in custody on federal gun charges, and prosecutors have given him immunity to testify today, meaning that anything he says right now in court can't be used against him if his own case were to go to trial. We've also heard that he has some kind of plea deal in the works with the state. During opening statements, prosecutors said that Autry helped Zach Adams dispose of Holly Bobo's body. The two even talked of gutting the 20-year-old nursing student so that her body wouldn't float in the Tennessee River. But the big question is, will this testimony be enough to convince a jury beyond a reasonable doubt that Zach Adams is guilty of murder? Now, defense attorneys are likely going to point out that Autry's testimony is not credible. A few years ago, he met with NewsChannel 5 for an interview, and he told us he had nothing to do with Holly Bobo's murder. Now, though, his story has changed. We will continue to follow this developing story throughout the day, but for now, we're in the 5 Alert Center. Sarah McCarthy, NewsChannel 5.
Thanks, Sarah. And our gavel-to-gavel coverage from the courtroom continues. Nick Barris and legal analyst Nick Leonardo answer your questions during breaks in the trial. Watch on our cable channel News Channel 5 Plus or streaming live on NewsChannel5.com, where you can also read a timeline and more details on the Holly Bobo murder case right now. Fans as well as country music stars and industry insiders are all joining together this morning at the public memorial service in honor of Troy Gentry. People were lined up early this morning to be sure they could be there for the memorial at the Grand Ole Opry. The popular member of the award-winning country music duo Montgomery Gentry died in a helicopter crash this past Friday. Early indications are there were engine problems that caused the accident in New Jersey. The duo was scheduled to perform later that night. Now, this is a live look inside the Opry House, where the service is just getting underway. Troy Gentry is survived by his wife and 2 daughters. We'll have much more on the celebration of his life later today at 4, 5, and 6. The memorial is streaming live on our Facebook page and website right now. President Trump and the First Lady are in Florida today to assess the damage left behind from Hurricane Irma and check on recovery efforts. More than 3 million customers remain in the dark across the state. 8 residents of a Hollywood, Florida nursing home that's been without power have died. That criminal investigation continues. Mola Lenghi is in Fort Myers with the latest.
President Trump and the First Lady arrived in Fort Myers to view Irma's aftermath.
We've seen the devastation. We're going to see some more of it now, unfortunately.
The president will also tour the damage in Naples, near where Irma came ashore for the 2nd time on Sunday. Millions of people remain without power across the state.
They're way ahead of schedule. There are more electrical people in this state, I think, than ever accumulated anywhere in the world, is what I read before.
Utility officials say it could be another week before power is completely restored to this part of the state because of the significant damage.
In Broward County, Florida, another nursing home was evacuated Thursday morning. It comes one day after 8 patients died at a nearby facility that lost air conditioning following Irma. A criminal investigation is underway.
Preliminary results show that they did have electricity at the place, but the air conditioning was not working. They have brought in portable units, but the portable units were insufficient to the excessive heat that was there.
And in the hard-hit Florida Keys, where Irma first made landfall, people who didn't evacuate lined up in Key West as National Guard members distributed aid.
So we've got plenty of food on its way, plenty of water on its way.
For many, it's the first help they've received in days. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, Fort Myers.
And so many in Florida and Texas still don't have a place to call home. News Channel 5 is partnering with the American Red Cross to offer help and hope to those affected by Hurricanes Irma and Harvey. All you have to do is go to our website, newschannel5.com, to donate. We're learning more about a deadly shooting at a Washington State high school. Witnesses say the student who was killed was trying to stop the gunman. It happened yesterday morning at a school near Spokane. Police say the suspect walked into the school with a black duffel bag and tried to shoot one gun, which jammed. He then pulled out another weapon, shooting and killing that student. The suspect shot 3 other students before a school staffer stopped him. The gunman is now in custody. Counselors are there this morning helping teachers and classmates deal with the tragedy. 4 people are currently being held for questioning after a man was found murdered inside a Cheatham County home. That happened yesterday morning at a home on Chapel Hill Circle in Jolton. Deputies found a man shot to death inside. They say he had been shot multiple times. Detectives believe the shooter and the victim knew each other and are working to determine exactly who pulled the trigger. Police are still looking for the gunman who shot at a group of Belmont students. Investigators say a school staffer and 3 students were returning from a golf tournament when they were shot at near 15th Avenue South from Wedgwood Avenue Tuesday night. The rear window of their rented SUV was shattered, but thankfully no one was hurt. The gunman was driving a white Dodge Charger. The motive is still unknown. And a rash of robberies and attempted robberies. Police telling us nearly a dozen businesses were broken into early this morning across Nashville. This is video from off Harding Pike in Belle Meade around 5 o'clock this morning. Investigators say at least 10 businesses were burglarized, several in Belle Meade, at least 5 in Donaldson along Lebanon Pike, and 2 in Germantown. We do know that more than $1,000 was taken between 2 registers and a safe at one of those businesses, Red Bicycle. Police are working on developing suspect descriptions and pulling surveillance video.